What is going on YouTube? Machiavelli the N64 here. I'm back. I've got some cool updates for you to show you some of my new pickups, N64 and non-N64 content. Appreciate you stopping in as always, and yeah, we'll get straight into it, shall we? The first pickup I've got to show you is I finally got hold of Banjo Kazooie Player's Choice. It's not the best condition. It is all there. I kind of panicked and just wanted to get it out of the way really. You see some damage to the box and stuff like that. This is not the condition I want in my end goal, so it's immediately on the upgrade list. But I saw they had one in stock that in Doorway to Darkness, a shop in Doncaster. I've been there physically before, and you know, it's a great little game shop there. And I actually bought this online though because it's quite far from me. But you know, it's good to keep these places going. You know, give them a bit of business because you know they rely on sales like this. So and much more. So. And it's good to help put some money into the business to help keep them going. But yeah, it's a bit rough around the edges. I did get some pictures of it beforehand, and it's actually turned up a little worse than I was expecting. But it's no fault of theirs. I obviously haven't looked at the pictures thoroughly enough. So it is on the upgrade list. But now I have all 10 Player's Choice, so I'll show you those in a minute. That's great to finally have a copy of it at least. It did only come with cart and manual and the tray. So that goes back to one of my points on the last video of gutting any extra content from any games that you have. So this is all the stuff that's missing from that game that didn't come with it. You are free precaution leaflet, a welcome to the future Nintendo poster, and official Nintendo reg card, as well as a cartridge baggie that came in all Nintendo 64 games. So yeah, now it's fully complete at least, and it goes on the upgrade list, and we'll hopefully find a better one in the not too distant future. But for now, we have a copy up on the shelf in the collection. So yeah, pleased to add that. Yeah, and just to add, I keep all my N64 paperwork in these protective plastic sleeves. I just find that it helps preserve the manuals, obviously, mainly from chafing as they go in and out of boxes, which isn't an often occurrence, but nevertheless, it just helps keep them preserved really, and it keeps it all together. And it just helps stop. It also helps prevent damaging the box, I find, because you know, when you're trying to put the tab back in, it just seems to go in smoother when you've got one of these in there. You know, it doesn't start chafing on the paperwork, so it's mutually protecting the box and the manuals really when you're opening them. Yeah, and it just means you can look at it without, you know, getting your greasy thumbs all over it and stuff. So it just, yeah, looks better like that, and it's definitely allows me to sleep better at night, I guess. Become a bit of a fussy one in my old age, but yeah, definitely recommend having those on your paperwork. I think the only one that's missing is the Lilac Wars, which has the big box with a massive manual. I haven't found a protector for that, or if there is one out there, I haven't looked for it. But yeah, all the open copy all the games that aren't sealed have one of these on the manuals. I've also been on a bit of a PS2 kick recently. I picked up a few games, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. This is really fun game. I had it on the Xbox back in the day. I've still got it, but I went through a spell like probably about 5 years ago where all 360, Wii and Xbox OG games, I got rid of all the cases to just free up space. So like I have all the discs in a wallet, and I kept some of the manuals. But I don't know, when you got loads of Pro Evolution Soccer games and stuff, it was just taking up so much room, and I just thought that was the right thing to do. But on reflection, there's some games that it would have been nice to have the box still, like Halo on the Xbox original and stuff like that. But yeah, I saw this in CEX and it's absolutely fabulous condition. So, and I had a voucher, so £6 on that. Incredible game, love it. And I've never played these before, but they also, I imagine they came from the same trade-in at CEX. I mean, these are a couple of quid each, like $2.50 and maybe $1.50 or something like that, the two Terminator games. They both seem to be made by Atari, so I don't know why they made two Terminator 3 games, but I think one's a bit of a prequel to Terminator 3 with some Terminator 3 in there, and then the other one is just fully Terminator 3, I think. But let me know if you've got any comments on those. Looking forward to giving them a try, really. Like I said, I'm on a bit of a PS2 kick lately, picking up the games that I used to have. So with me, I used to have a brick PS2 when they came out, but after years of playing it, it eventually blew up. And when that happened, I just got rid of all my PS2 games. Like, I literally kept all my childhood games growing up, but PS2 is just one that I let go. once it blew up. I'm not sure why, because there's so many great games on there. I used to love playing, like Grand Theft Auto and so on. So yeah, I'm just on my mission at the moment, picking up my original games plus a few that I'm interested in trying out. So that's the other pickups I've got to show you. And there's something else awesome in store, so stand by. Next up, we got a parcel, and I'm excited to show you this one. Thought I'd do an unboxing on this because it's pretty cool. So we'll get straight into it, shall we? Gotta be very careful when you open these. Always gotta be really careful when you're scoring open a box. I've known people to be too trigger happy, let's say, and they've worked their way in, and they've actually scored the top of some Nintendo cardboard, and it's the last thing you want, isn't it? Especially when you've got something like this. So it's great to see it's well packed. You know the drill, whenever you buy something, Nintendo cardboard's always asked for it to be packed well. Looks like the seller knows what they're doing here, so yeah, so far so good. It comes in a box protector. It is Excitebike 64, however, it is red strip sealed. Really pleased to add this one in, another red strip, Nintendo red strip to the collection. It's perfectly sealed all round, no damage. Just let you have a closer look there. It's very funny on these ones, I don't know why, but the red strip is actually on the right side of the box, whereas typically it would be on the left in most red strip sealed games you find for Nintendo 64. But yeah, the tear strip is actually on the top as well. So maybe just being a later release, it was the seal was designed a bit differently. I've actually got a really minty copy myself, but I'm going to sell this, and hopefully somebody on the N64 Powers group will want to snap that up, because although it's a very cheap game, 25 quid or something like that in CEX, it's to find it in absolutely mint condition, quite difficult. So yeah, really pleased to add another Nintendo red strip to the collection. I got it on eBay, I think it went about £190 at auction. So, I mean, historically, in this sort of condition, no damage, you're probably looking at 300 quid at least. So I think it is a sign of the times of the prices coming down a little bit on sealed games and maybe cardboard in general. You know, the cost of living crisis was still in the midst of that. People's mortgages are higher and stuff like that. When they're having to renew now because interest rates are high, although they are on the way back down. So yeah, seems to be a good time to be snapping these up, really, because you're paying less than what you would have certainly through the COVID years and so on. So yeah, really pleased to add that. Yeah, so let's just have a closer inspection of it. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful condition. There's a little dot there that's actually on top of the seal. Look, you can see it moves with the seal. I'll have to look at trying to get that off, but I don't want to scratch at it now and damage the cardboard underneath. But yeah, I mean, look at this, it's absolutely fabulous condition. There's no creases in the box or anything horrible like that. Again, that's another little mark on the seal there, that little dot. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. When I see a red strip going for a decent price, I mean, this was an auction I got involved with, but I just bid what I was happy to pay, really, and it went quite a bit less than what I was willing to pay, so really happy with that. When I see them, I can't help but at least try and get involved and see what happens. They're just great pieces, aren't they? You know, if I ever want to play this game, I've got the EverDrive, so it's not essential to have a cart that you can access. But yeah, just beautiful, really. There it is in its box protector. It's actually my 5th Nintendo red strip sealed N64 game now. And it goes back in its home there on the shelf. Just be fragile, gentle the way I put that in, they're very fragile. Yeah, have a red strip in the collection. So yeah, this is what the collection looks like now with the all the players' choice together, all 10 of them there at the top. Great to add the final piece there. I mean, admittedly, it's not the condition I'd like, but given how difficult it is to find a good copy, that'll do for now, and it'll just remain on the upgrade list until as and when a nice copy comes available. I know a friend who's got a sealed copy incidentally, but I don't really want to badger him for it at this stage, but who knows, it might come to that one day. So let's just show you what the collection looks like all together now. Really happy with it now. I mean, there's not a lot else you can do with that in terms of additional content. Maybe just like the odd upgrade, but at a stage now where I'm incredibly happy with what I've got, and you know, you are just nitpicking if anything, in terms of the quality of what's there. It's not the best. I've got the blinds open, so the lighting is kind of reflecting off the protectors. Apologies for that. But yeah, thing of beauty. Right, we'll just go on to summarise now. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. We've had the Banjo Kazooie Player's Choice added, so we've got all 10 out of 10 Player's Choice games now. We've had the Excitebike 64 sealed added to the collection. Really happy to add that. You know, a bit of red strip is never a bad thing in a Nintendo 64 collection. And I've showed you a couple of PS2 games I've picked up recently, and hopefully there'll be a few more in the future, because I've still got a MeTCX voucher, and I'm enjoying the PS2 kick that I'm currently on, picking up some of my old games and games I want to try out in the future. So stand by, there'll hopefully be a few more of them to add. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.